Hi, my name is Evelyn Henry from TaxPlus, and I want to talk to you about the business use of your vehicle. I selected this topic today because I want to talk to you about the standard mileage rate. As of July the 1st, the IRS has increased the standard mileage rate to 58.5 cents. Prior to July the 1st, it was 50.5 cents. Now that's important because even though you may have been keeping track of your business miles, you may not have been recording the dates. And it's going to be important to have those dates when you try to calculate your mileage for the year. So whether you are preparing the tax return yourself or having someone else prepare the tax return, you're going to have to calculate your mileage at the 50.5 cents rate from January until the end of June, and then calculate your mileage from July the 1st to the end of the year at the 58.5 cents rate. Now, I know it's not easy to keep track of your business miles when you use your vehicle for both business and personal use. And what I do and what I tell clients to do is to buy yourself a little journal. Keep a little notebook in your glove compartment. And then whenever you're ready to use your vehicle for business, just take a moment to write down the beginning mileage, the date. Make yourself a note as to what that activity is, whether you're going from client to client, picking up or transporting business items or supplies, or even going to a seminar, and then also jot down the ending mileage. I can't stress to you how important it is to keep track and make it a habit of keeping details of not only your mileage deductions, but all of your deductions. In my state alone, for the last couple of years, they've been requiring taxpayers to mail in copies of the details of those deductions. And when they don't have those details, or they're not detailed enough, those deductions may be disallowed. Now, when those deductions are disallowed, that can certainly turn a refund into a balance due. And even if you've already paid taxes and your deductions are disallowed later, you may be required to pay additional tax plus interest. So you see how important, not only on the federal level, but for the state level, how important it is to keep those details. Use the same diligence that you use to keep track and keep of the money that you have earned for your services. Then use the same care when keeping track of your deductions, because your deductions are money in your pocket. And when you lose those deductions, that's money coming out of your pocket. I also want to talk to you about the actual expenses, because when you use your vehicle for business, you can use either the standard mileage rate or the actual expenses, which include gas, tolls, parking, registration, license, repairs, just to name a few. And you should be keeping track of both, and then use the deduction that gives you the greater deduction. And it is important to note that in the first year, when you use your vehicle for business, you must use the standard mileage rate. If you use the actual expenses in the first year, you'll be locking yourself into using those actual expenses in the future years. So in order to be able to switch back and forth in future years, depending on which deduction gives you the greater benefit, then you have to use the standard mileage rate in the first year. Okay, so just to recap, the standard mileage rate has increased to 58.5 cents. Prior to July the 1st, it was 50.5 cents. You are able to use either the standard mileage rate that the IRS has set or the actual expenses. But in order to do so, you must use the standard mileage rate in the first year that you use your vehicle for business. Okay, and remember to keep track of those details for your deductions. And I want to thank you very much for listening. I invite you to take a look at our website at TaxPlus1040.com, where we have a small business section with additional information that I'll be updating as I get additional information from the IRS as we get closer to the tax season. Until next week, my name is Evelyn Henry. Bye-bye.